Welcome to the channel. Today we have a special match. It is my round one match of the Backgammon World Championships this year in Monte Carlo. Unfortunately for me, I got paired up with giant of the game Zdenek Zizka. So as far as like equity goes, this is not a good first draw pairing. I don't know if he was happy to see me either. There were like many unknown players that were there that I'm sure he would have wished to have been paired up with. But alas, it was what it was. There were betting lines placed on both players available there. I remember being at the betting desk as someone was betting against me, which did make me feel great. But what can you do? But if you like videos like this, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you are interested in backgammon lessons with me, please feel free to contact me at backgammonuniversity@gmail.com and I'll get with you. All right, so let's start today's match. We have the XG feed in the bottom that'll keep track. Are we shaking? Are we fist bumping? I don't know. We're doing a little bit of both. So I'm doing a live transcription on this, and now I'm doing commentary over it. 4-2 makes the 4-point. I do the live transcription just so we can see the PRs updated as we go. So of course he has to make the 20, and the traditional play is just 13-7 here. Even though we know playing 13-7 is going to leave more shots, it's just better for the future. I can see why he played 8-2 though. The reason being, he had an extra spare on the 8, so it looked like a reasonable play. The computer tells us differently. Now we know, and we do something different next time. And here I've got a 6-4, and I'm just trying to see what looks good here. I can tell that I'm down in the race after the play, so I probably shouldn't be running. And I'm trying to see what looks better. And to me, slotting the bar looked better. It ended up being correct. Now he gets to make the 2-point and hit me, and I'm just hoping I enter. 6-2 would be terrible. 5-4, I make the anchor. And I thought it was interesting that 13-9 was the best play, like volunteering a double shot instead of just playing 6-2. I know the plays are close, but the purity of the play is clear, just play with your spares and see what happens. He might miss you, right? And then you could use that checker to continue the attack on maybe the 5-point or the 7-point. So the way PR is calculated, it's like millipoints lost divided by the number of decisions, right? So we'll see that even though ZZ's PR is high now, that's because we just had very few decisions. And the more decisions he makes or I make, or definitely the more decisions he makes, the lower and lower and lower the PR gets, right? Provided you don't continue to make mistakes, right? So the 2 is forced to hit, basically, and out or down is really the question. And it's not an easy decision. I'm on the bottom. You can see the pip count and the score there as well. And Zdenek Zizka is on top. He correctly decides to come out, which I thought was a tough decision. I get to enter and hit back. And 2-4. All right. So I've got a strong forward position, but I have 4 guys back, so I've got nothing. And 4-3 hits on the outside. Uh, 2-6 is a pretty bad number. You would obviously prefer to enter anywhere else. He's stuck there and is forced to leave another shot. I get to make the bar and play down, I think. It would be interesting if, like, my commentary plays are different than the plays I made over the board. So he has the 23-point anchor, but now that I have the 8, 7, 6, and 4 made in front of him, he can't afford to stay on that anchor, right? He's just trapping himself, so he knows his 3 has to be 23 to 20. And you can see that every one of the best plays involves 23 to 20 in some way. And he finds the correct play hitting. The hit and split is pretty clear, actually. It's the only thing that's going to give you the tempo he might need in order to try to turn this game around. And I have a small double here. You can see I stop and I think about it for a while, right? I'm counting the race. And sometimes, you know, like when you're not up in the race, it tricks you into not doubling, right? Even though White's position is clearly weak, there's a blot on the 24, there's a blot on the 18, there's a blot on the 5, right? Like me just entering and hitting one of those and him not anchoring with a 5 is probably a market loss. Me entering like 1-2, 1-3, double ones, 1-6 as well. Also probably market losses if he doesn't roll a 5 in return. I'm counting, slow counter by the way, as we can see. I've been practicing and trying to do running counts, but in this format, playing at the World Championship, I was just a bit, I don't know, maybe too excited, and like just couldn't keep the running count going. This is an interesting play, by the way. Like I thought it was clear to just hit on the 24. At least I thought I did, right? And we see I could put the 5 here and hit with the 1, and I just thought to myself, why wouldn't I want to send the third guy back, you know? We can see, though, that it's better to fight for the 5 point by a lot. I guess, you know, we just don't want him to enter an anchor there, and if he does hit us back, we can maybe pick up the other guy anyway. The blot on the 24 point on his side of the board being a liability still. I missed a small double here, then I rolled double 4s, of course, making this position likely too good with whatever he rolls. 3-4. And my question when I'm trying to decide whether or not something is too good is like, what can he roll next time that's going to allow him to take? And I thought if he anchored, like, he just couldn't take even then, so I just continued to roll on. And now I obviously think it's a really good decision. Here's the 3. And my 6 should just hop out 20 to, what is that, 14? I had other thoughts in mind, though. I thought that because he had the 24 point made on the other side of the board, that, like, even if he rolled the 2, I could always, like, cash with the cube being in the center, right? I also thought that, like, it wouldn't hurt that much unless he rolled maybe double 1s or, like, something that hit twice. Even then, it would be a lot of work in order for him to get those guys out on the 24. Clearly, I can see my thought was a bit too big because I choose the second play here, 8-2, hitting, breaking the prime, going for gammon wins over straight wins. He rolls 1-6, so like obviously I feel justified, you know, I made the best play in my own mind, right? So I cover and out comes the 5. You know, like just because a play ends up working in a situation, right, doesn't mean that, or at least it doesn't mean to me that my play was okay, all right? Just because a play works out in the moment doesn't mean that there isn't something to learn from, you know, the correct play in that instance. You know, obviously I don't prescribe to some people's fallacy that if you make the wrong play and it works, that what you did was okay. Obviously you're happy that it worked, but the reason why some of these plays end up being wrong is because it's less likely to work than the optimal play, right? You know, I don't go into these situations knowing what my opponent is going to roll next. And so it's in my best interest to make the play that is most likely to work out most of the time, me obviously not knowing what my opponent is going to roll, right? I see some people make the argument, you know, like, this play versus that play, but if he made the other play, he would have lost. But that's in that one particular instance. You know, I think about things on a broader scale of like what is most likely to work most of the time, and not just in this one particular instance. So those arguments don't really work for me. Okay, I'm just going to come into the contact. I think I like his first instinct play of like trying to slot the 5. I do hit. The reason why I think I like the slotting play is it makes my 1-2s, my double 1s, my 1-3s bad. Gives him a direct shot. 4, and I'm just looking at like what numbers play poorly from here, right? Like, okay, so 6-5 leaves a shot, double 6s leaves a shot, double 5s is fine, right? 5-4 leaves a shot. But if you go like the other way here, right, 6-5 still leaves a shot, but now also 6-4 leaves a shot. 5-4 leaves a shot. So I just thought that this one looked safer. 6-3 fans. So 5-3, right? I get to clear this now. And clearing like the 5 point instead of the 6 point, you know, you would definitely love to clear from the rear, but clearing the 5 first instead of the 6 isn't a giant deficit. Though you would like to clear them in order. You know, it's much worse if you have to clear the 4 or the 3 or the 2 first while you still have the 6, because then you have to keep jumping that gap forever. But clearing the 5 out of order and still having the 6 isn't really a big deal. Though, of course, you know, yeah, so 5-3, he's just trying to run off the gammon. 5-4, I leave a shot. If he rolls a 2, I could just cube out or just take a roll since his board is so bad and still try to hit and win the gammon that way. 5-2. 3-1. He's going to need doubles to get off the gammon now. And 5-5, all right. So we start off up 2 points in a race to 17. But ZZ has a ton of experience in these like longer matches. He's played in the World Championships, I don't know how many times, and I'm sure has played in other formats where he has these really long matches. I was making the joke that I have a master's degree in cash games, and I majored in cash games with a minor in 7-point matches. And so these long matches and how the cubes work in these like super long matches is something that I'm working on. You know, we'll see later in this match there are like some small recubes that like I end up missing because I'm like, oh, you know, well, we'll see. No spoilers, no spoilers. 6-3, I just make the 3. This ends up being wrong though.
Let's go. I bet on a student of mine who was getting like 500 to 1. Yeah.
4-2. And so doing like live transcriptions on these things are a pain. A lot of people just have done the transcription already and just click through the correct answers, but you don't get to see the fluctuation in the PR as the match goes on, right? So I think that adds some like drama to it. What did I do here? Came out to the 18. We'll see. Okay, that's correct. I thought that was a bit of a tough play. I didn't want to stay inside because he might just make the 5, and I figured if I came all the way out and he rolled a number like 5-1 or 3, not 5-1, but 4-1 or 3-1 or something, and he wanted to make the 5, it would cause like a bit of a distraction to him. So he hits, and he should just make the 5. He's just double checking, making sure there's nothing else going on here. Two, 1, I get to anchor. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Smash the like button. And I'll see what I can do about making some more content like this. Matches from the World Championship. I've got a match I played with Mochi as a warm-up to the... Yeah, I don't want to get hit here. So, you know, early in the game when the guy didn't have any structure, you know, I played 13-7. Now that he has structure, the cost of getting hit is high. So I decided to just play over his head, and it looked like it was correct. It'd be a bit too expensive to get hit and sent behind that structure. Let's see here, 6-4. So that's why I played 8-2 before, but if you look at this, now 13-7, 6-2 is the play, right? And so, like, what I was thinking the roll before and why I made 8-2 influenced my 13-7, 6-2 play here, because I thought to myself, well, I didn't leave a shot before, and I see that I can make this play, and it doesn't look bad, but I was just thinking, what if he rolls a 3? But if he does roll a 3 and I don't fan, a lot of numbers enter and hit back, which I think is like the strong bit here, right? Is like he's not going to be able to really, you know, leave the 21 point, or he might not be able to move far off the bar, and there'll be a lot of like fighting and return shots after I'm hit, and my board will be stronger for the re-hits after, right? I can clearly see this doesn't look fantastic. I think the trick to finding good checker plays is to train your brain on what looks good versus what doesn't look good in certain positions, and knowing what positional features are important in particular position types. You know, because my board having blots in it won't dissuade him from jumping off his anchor in the future, whereas the stronger the board I have, the less incentive he has to like run off his anchor, right? Because the cost of getting hit is too high. And here I'm looking at the race, and I see that I'm down, so I can't do that, right? If you're up in the race, you can race. If you're down in the race, you should be trying to increase the contact zone. I end up making the nitty safe play. Safe play, right? It's like safe immediately, but maybe not safer long-term is the problem. Knowing that I roll boxes, though, makes me think the play was good. Though it would be easier to bring it home if I was, you know, didn't have the blot in my board, I think. I would still have similar structure, except the 2-point would be made. So now I'm going to count the race. I'm going to see that I'm up 11 pips. And I use the trice count here to see if I should be doubling in like straight races in certain positions. Right, so the rule of 62 divided by 6, my pip count, rounding up plus 1, would get me to my point of last take. And I see that I'm only up 5 pips, so I should roll. Because divided by 10 rounding up plus 1 would get me to like 12, I think. Would be the point of last take. And here I'm only up 5, so I'm like nowhere near cube in a straight race, and so the contact would make it easier for him, I think. Maybe to take, so. I'm counting and I'm recounting. You get a new number every time, right? Oh, boxes again. Let's go. Okay, so if I was up 5 before, I'm up 29 now. He just rolled 9, so I should be up 20. Or 19. Or 10? I don't know. Let's see. What is this? Oh, I was up that after the previous roll? What is this? 79. 89. Okay, so I'm only up 10. See why it takes me so long to count over the board sometimes. So here, 79, right? Divided by 10, rounding up, plus 1. Gets him to the point of last take, which is 9 pips. Here, he's down 10. And he's still kind of stuck behind my structure a bit.
What's up? One more pip and I take.
That's why you can hear him say in the background, one more pip and I take. He did his formula. He said if I had one more pip, I would take.
One more pip, I'll change it.
And I was just like, okay, I'll give you the one more pip for you to take it.
Money game I did it for sure. Well, if you're so willing to take it, never mind. I decline.
3-2 splits, 6-5 runs. Double 5, so I make the 1 first, right? So I'm thinking to myself, 3-2 split, 6-5 run. I'm down 6, but I just rolled 20. So after the play, I'm gonna be up like 15 pips probably after I make the 1 point. So I could go for the blitz like this, which is making the 3 point, where I gain if he fans by giving him more fanning numbers. But then I said, well, I give him 2-6 and 4-4 and 5-3 and 5-6 to hit me, which negates my like 15 pip racing lead. And I thought that I would win enough games by just having a 15-point racing lead without any volatility than by making the extra point in my board, right? So for me, like, making the point just isn't automatic because I know I'm up in the race and maybe I should just be racing. And since I can make the point perfectly on the 11 on the outside, I just said maybe I should just lower the volatility, take the racing lead.
Oh my god, it would have been worth it just for you though. That's what I mean. Because no one would have known.
Three, 1, I'm up 11. 6-2. All right, so I'm thinking about 13-7, 6-4. But after the play, I'm up 19 pips, so I decided to just race and use my racing lead. He rolls 6-3, so I'm up 10. No, it's 6-2, yeah. There's a little glare sometimes, so I'll be up 11 after the play, which means he should not be running, right? You can't enter a race if you're not winning the race. I had a no double. It was super close. I roll 6-4 though, which puts me up 21. He rolls a 4. I'm up 17, right? And if we do our racing formula for races over 62, divided by 10, rounding up, plus 1. We see his point of last take is 14 pips. And he has a deficit of 17. So for money, this would be a double and a take. Sorry, I said that backwards. For money, this would be a double and a pass. And we can see at the score, it doesn't change that in this instance. Point of last take being the last point which you can take, at that particular deficit. Any deficit greater than that, you would pass. Any deficit less than that, you would take. And if the deficit is and within 3 pips of the point of last take, I'll say you can offer an initial cube. If you're within 2 pips of the point of last take, you can offer a recube for money, not always at scores. And he's counting. He's doing his formula. And that's all right, I'm up 4. Let's go. Let's go.
Same color as the floor, too, by the way.
4-2 makes the 4 point. 2-1 splits him down. Double ones makes the 5 and the 7. Very nice roll. 4-2 makes the 4. Okay. And what is my roll? 3-1. I look over at the board on the side sometimes if I see the glare on the dice, just so I can see it a little bit easier. I don't have anything yet. There's no spares on top of my structure to attack with, right? So my position is very flat, plus I'm up 4 points. 6-4. Okay, well, I don't want to be primed if he does make the 5 or the 3 point or the 7, so I'm just going to run. Hope to be missed. The 2 does hit, and the 3 just has to pick something up. Three 1 makes the anchor. Okay, that was a good roll for me. Two 1 makes the 7 here. You could have also made the anchor on the other side, which I thought was interesting. Double 4s fills in the 5 point. 4-1. Okay, tough decision for me. So obviously I see that I can play down here and then also split down and try to fill in the 8 that way, just naturally. But I also can try to brute force the 8 point, yeah, by just slotting it. And I see that I'm being primed on the other side of the board, and in general, in prime versus prime type of games, you try to fill in those gaps. But here, since he doesn't have an anchor, and I'm leading in this game anyway, and the other play offers great coverage if he does roll a 6 with very little downside to me, I can see why I should try to make this play. If he doesn't roll a 6 right now, he's kind of crunching. Maybe I fill it in naturally. But I thought, if I get missed, maybe I can just fill it in, and then I can hold this game and force him to crunch and give him a cube and win that way. So I took a bit of a chance here. I got missed, but he was able to anchor.
I thought you were gonna stop here. I was going, this is
And I couldn't fill it in. So I'm not gonna leave it there again. 2, 3, and so 8 to 5 is, sorry, yeah. Going to the 5 point is basically better because he would love to hop off his anchor, right? So we're in a priming battle sort of game, but he's up in the race, right? And when you're up in the race but being primed, that's bad, right? It's like negative equity for your position to be up in the race and being primed. Because clearly you just don't have the freedom you need. So here I've got blots on the 1 and 2 now. And he rolls 2-1. And instead of playing 6 to 4, he leaves 2 blots in his board, which of course makes it easier for me to run if I could run. I can't run though, right? I didn't roll a number large enough, but that would have been an interesting decision to see if I should have run with some other numbers, now that he left the blot in his board. Leaving the blot in your board like that is better for like racing positions, because it's a more efficient racing structure, but if you still need contact, it's not as good. So I make the 3, and now he's looking at the race. We'll see he's up 9 pips. And he has a cube here. And it's a small take for me. I would have taken this quickly, not thinking that it was that small of a take. We'll see that it doesn't matter what I do now, it's a pass. But the contact is in his favor, so even though the point of last take after the play might say I can take down 10 pips and I'm only down 9, I don't have full access to those pips, right? I don't get to just race. What happens is I get squeezed off, he attacks me, and I lose a lot of the time because of that. Or I don't get to jump off, right? And my board starts to break, and then my racing lead isn't like a real racing lead because there's a bunch of wastage in the crunch that happens to the 1 and the 2 point in those positions, yeah? So he doubles me here, and I just scoop take it, not knowing I only win 20% of the time, and he makes his board. I roll 3-1, okay, I go, okay, come to me. 6-1. I think I would have made a small mistake here. I would have played the 6 down and then the 1 in. ZZ finds this play, though, which I think is brilliant, just like only leaving double 6. 3-1, okay, my board starts to break. I break it in a funny way, though. I could have just gone 6-2. 4-2, he's not home yet. So the only play that doesn't leave a shot, or a direct shot, is 15-13 and 5-1. Or you could just leave double 6 and then now double 3s, I believe hits as well. 1, 2, yep, by breaking the 6. And this is a tough play. 5 to 1. I stay on my anchor. So 5-1 here, yeah. 3-2, okay. Still, I've got chances. Now I hit with double 4s, double 6s, double 3s. 4-2, okay. I get to come off and stretch a bit. Try to get a little more control over the outfield. There's some risk involved here, but I'm not breaking my board any more than I need to. He hits me with an 8. No. 6-1, got him. Okay, he fans. So he's on the roof against a 5-point board at the score, leading 4 points, holding a 2 cube. Gonna be doubling the 4. I don't think I have enough yet. I'd like to get a little more control over the outfield. Though I do think this is a double and a take for money. But at the score, which is something I'm getting used to in these long matches, I can't really offer a redouble here yet. Though for money, even though I'm down 4 pips, technically I'm up in the race because he's still likely to be fanning on that 5-point board on the next shake. You know, he's never going to be a favorite to enter, though of course he could enter on every roll. But if I just come into the outfield and he doesn't roll another 6, I would lose my market for money by a lot. Here, though, giving him access to a 4 and then a cube to 8 right now, I think maybe I'm just going to wait until I get a little better coverage over numbers like 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. Then if he fans, I'll offer him the cube, I think. But it's a tough spot. I know that with him being on the roof, I believe Mochi told me one day that that's worth like 16 pips against a 5-point board, even though the 6 is open, right? Because it's likely to take him 2 rolls to enter, and each average roll in backgammon is worth about 8 pips. So now that I'm actually up in the race, I offer a cube here.
Oh, you already hit it. Sorry.
I roll 4-2. I just come out for the control. He fans again. 4-3. I should play 2 down. But I play 16-9. This is 2 numbers that hit, just 6-3 and 3-6. The other way is 3 numbers. So the only additional number I'm giving is double 6. Plus I have numbers that will actually make the point, right? Or hit him if he enters and doesn't hit me. So just 1 extra number, but I gain the ability to make it with 6-3 and double, maybe not double 3s, but at least pick and pass him a bit. It was worth it, but I didn't do it. 4-5, okay, he fans again. 2-4. So now that his board is broken, this is when you're allowed to play more aggressively in bear-offs, right? If he had a board that could beat me, like all of the points made or 5 of the points made or just not a crunched board, I would have to be more careful, right? But since not all of the hits win, I'm allowed to be more aggressive in my bear-off and try to play for the gammon. Double 1s, so 1-2, 3-4. Do I hit the clock? Do I not hit the clock? Let me put it back. Did I miss something? What did I miss? Off, 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 and this is perfectly safe. I was trying to find out, see if I maybe should take the ace off. Just to get closer to that gammon. But there are no gammons. Not anymore, not after double 4s, of course. Now I'm up 8 points in a race to 17. Doing good, doing good. 4-2. Seems like we've had a lot of those to begin this match. 4-2s. Okay. 6-2 splits. Double twos, so that hits. And maybe splits or plays down. He plays down, of course. The offensive play looks good. 5-6. Okay, I enter with the 5, and I could hit back with either 6. I choose to hit on the 14 point because only 2s hit me back. Right, so 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2 hit me back. But if I enter on the 5 and I hit with the other 6, I get hit back with aces, 4s, and 6s, right? And ace, yeah, so just way more numbers. So I will leave less numbers, but get hit back anyway. And 2-6 hits back. 5-4 hits back. Got ourselves a bit of a sloppy game, but since he has the better board, it increases the likelihood that I fan. I do fan. He gives me a cube. So step 1, I count the number of white checkers he has in the attacking zone. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he doesn't have 10. So 9 is a pretty strong blitz, but 10 is like much stronger. If he had another guy on the 8, I would pass. He's got 4 guys back, and I only have 2 guys back as well. So even though I have that blot out there that like he's basically guaranteed to hit, I think he could hit, and I could just enter with both on my next roll probably, and everything would be fine. Or things would likely be fine. Unfortunately, I roll 6-4 though. He makes the blocking structure. Some people would have attacked here. He didn't because he's Zdenek Zizka. 1-6. No. You do not get to double hit me.
Fucking god. He's trying to hit too, huh? He saw the ace. He saw the ace.
5-3, so I get to enter, and I could hit or I could anchor, but seeing as how I'm up 8 points, and I don't want to swing the score by losing a gammon at all, I just make the anchor so as to have a lower volatility position. So like if I do end up losing, I only lose 2 points, but it gives me a base to fight back from since he has 2 guys back as well. 4-6 should just come out again, right? You don't want to strip the midpoint here. Just keep throwing that guy out there till he gets missed. He does not get missed. He gets hit until I play 6-5. 2-5 just needs to come out, right? You just keep on trying this until it fails. 4-2 hits. 4-5. Oh, it hits me. I thought I got missed. I played this match already. I did the transcription, and I still thought I got missed. I rolled double 6s. 6-5. Now I've got 2 on the roof. Thought I was gonna win this game. Now it looks like I'm getting gammoned again. Enter. Oh, I wanted to roll 3 so bad. 4-2. He makes the 11. 5-4. Okay, I just hop out. Like I'm kind of hoping to be hit, so maybe I can make the 11, but like not really. He can play totally safe here and just go for his racing lead. He goes for the double hit, so this is going to win 9% fewer games, but picks up a ton more gammons. I rolled 5-3 though. He rolls 3-5. 6-5, okay. So I'm down a ton, so I really don't want to run, and I can see that. But the guy on the, what is it, the 22 point can turn the corner and maybe add some level of control to the position if he runs out with like smaller numbers. And also could add a builder for more control the other way. So I decided to just turn the corner, and it's correct. He plays 5-3. And he has a blot in his board. Okay, so 6-5. If I come out in a round, I'm leaving a direct shot. I see that. I've got a stack of 4 guys on the 20 point, which is not ideal. And his midpoint is stripped, which is also like another positional feature I'm noticing. So I decide to come out with both, which is the best play, because the point is stripped and there's a blot in his board, but he rolls 2-1, and now I've got 2 on the roof again. 3! No, I roll a 5, and I'm on the roof because I rolled a 6. It comes around. Now I really need to roll a 3. So he's supposed to go to the 4 and just the 7, which is a tough play. Very tough play. I think I would have made this play too. Takes away double 1s as a hitting number. So 2 and then my 4. I don't really want to hop out now. I'm just going to go to the 7. You know, maybe I keep the spare there just in case I roll a combo number to hit him at some point. You know, maybe I don't have to break my 20 point to hit. He rolls 4-2, which is less than ideal. This is a awkward looking play that we might have to make here. Tough to find as well. You can see playing 13-9 here is like a really big mistake. Not like really big, you know? But on my computer, anything over 0.05 is a blunder, so you'll see things like this show up in red. Anything over 0.002 is going to show up in green. We want to see like all the patterns possible, right? And default settings on XG have even errors set at 0.02, right? So like anything smaller than a 2% error doesn't even show up, which I think is wild. Like, there's a lot of stuff there that can be learned. 2-5, let's go. And the only 5 that doesn't break my structure is to come out, so I come out. 2-1, 2, and then the ace hits. 4-6, I fan again. How many times am I gonna roll 4-6? And of course, I'm hit again. 5-6, another 5-6 from the roof. Really thought I was gonna win this one. Double 4s gets to make the 2 point. Five, 4. So I don't really want to come out, but I've got 5 checkers there, and I've got no other spares on the outside to play, and I'm not going to bury 6-2. So 2-6 clears this way, only leaving a 4 shot and a 7 shot, and an 11. I rolled double 4s apparently. There's glare on the dice, but I can see it on the little board on the right-hand side. And I could make the 4, but this leaves like a really big hole in my structure, and I still have 4 guys back on the 20. So I decide to make this play, I think, which just controls more space if he comes in and hops out, right? All I want to do is make the bar, and 2-6 is a disaster. I still have no recube. I'm up 8 points, right? Like, and I'm down, I don't know, 670 pips in the race. 4-2, I miss. Trying to see if I can do anything cute, but the best thing I can do is control. So I just control the outfield over numbers like 5-3 and 5-4. He rolls 3-1. So this has to clean up this way. 6-4. I don't get to make the bar. Like 5-2 would have been fantastic. But that did not come off the dice, so I'm making the 10 point is right. So if he rolls like 2-6 or 5-3, he doesn't get to go anywhere. I looked at this play as well because it blocks double 5s, but then I don't get a shot on 5-6. And then I go, okay, well, if he rolls 5-6, where do I want to be? And I decided that if he rolls 5-6, I get a double shot this way, so I went this way. He rolls 2-6. And this play is a 6% error hopping out into the triple shot. The other play was to come up with the 2 and bring the 6 in, which is like super tough. I think I would have hopped out like he did. 1-5, a disaster. The ace comes in, and this does this. Now I really need to make the midpoint. Sorry, the bar. 1-7, 1-6, 1-7. Yes, I make the 4 point. 2-1. Can just make the 5. Five, 3. So I'm not going to make the 3 point because the 8 point is great and a part of my structure. All I'm really focused on doing is trying to make the 7 so I can make this game go away. This holds a bit more control, leaves no shots. The only immediate loser is double 6. 5-4 doesn't move. Okay, his board is broken. I've got nothing here at the score. For money, I think I might have had a re-cube. And now I'm like, okay, I'm up 8 points holding a 2 cube. When can I redouble, right? Okay, so numbers make the 8. I've got 3s, I've got 8s, right? It looks like it's impossible to take. There's one guy back on the 24 point. His board is broken, right? You can see he only wins 11% of the time here. But the score is like when can he take this, you know? When is he allowed to start taking these when he has like 11% winning chances? And he knows it's not here. Now I'm up 10. Getting very lucky with the dice. That I'm able to turn these games around. Obviously, I think I'm playing them well, but like the variance when it comes to like what games you're going to win with the dice you're given comes down to, you know, a lot of luck and then just trying to not ruin it with how you play. 6-5 was better here. Six two just makes the anchor on the outside. Okay, I've got a solid little advantage already. Maybe you could double slot here. Yeah, I think I would have double slotted. You know, this gives me a bit of momentum if I get to roll a 6. Though, yeah, I just make the solid structure here instead of hitting. I get hit back a ton, right? Anyway, I'm up a ton of points. and I get to make a solid asset. 5-1. It's the only play, really. He hits and continues to run. 2-5. At first, I don't think I see I can hit. And then I see I can hit, and I go, okay, I can hit. Should I hit? Like, yeah, I gotta hit the guy. Like, the fours are duped. I see it, and I go, okay, well, I can get away with this. And he enters, and hits coming down. Fours being duped doesn't mean I still won't get hit. So 1, and then the 6 slots the 5. And he doubles me here, right? Okay, so he hasn't hit me yet. The race is dead even. He only has a 2-point board. This is the best play making the 7, by the way, going for the squeeze. But it's hard to not hit. It's hard to not hit. Because you think if you do this, and then I make the 5, right, that like you could lose that way, and you could, right? The plays are super tiny, though, the difference, right? Because both ideas are valid, right? You could win this way, you could win the other way. Now I roll 3-6, of course, right? And 3-1, enter here and play the 3 in, yep. I roll 5-2, so I get to make the outside point. Starting to get a little control, little traction in the outfield. He rolls double 3s, he gets to make the 7 point. Try to control me and prime me here. I rolled a 5 and a 1, so there's no other place to put the 1. I don't want to hit because I'm up a ton in the race. He rolls double 5s and gets to blitz and make both points. I rolled 4-1, so I could enter and hit on the 5, but I didn't do it before, and now he's got me outboarded 4 points to 2, so I'm definitely not going to do it now with a 10-point racing lead. I don't want to get cubed and then have him give me, have him gammon me, you know? So I make the safer play, 6-4. Yeah.
You see, this is the problem. This is the problem, you know?
Feels right to hit. And the 6 either out to the 18 or out even further. To the, yeah. I like this one. Fewer blots. Maybe a little less control though. Few more direct shots. That would be like worse, I guess, if you get hit outside versus inside. Three fans, not ideal. 4-1. He makes the 4 instead of the 1 point. Seems reasonable. I roll a 1-3 though, so I enter, and my first instinct is to go for the double hit 4-1, and then I think twice about it. And when I think twice, often, I think wrong. The double hit has a lot of upside. You know, he could not roll an ace. I could continue to make it. Blitz, right? 2 on the roof means he can't develop the rest of his position until both guys enter. Whereas if I only hit 1, he gets to enter and maybe move the other guy to safety or freedom, right? Which is not what I'm trying to have him do. So I should have went for the double hit, the sweep the leg play. I did not, though. Went 13-10 instead and got missed. And now I'm like, okay, let me just tiptoe. 6-3, of course. I hit. Perfecta. 3-6. I saw the 3. I thought the 3 hit, but it doesn't. He makes this very good play, right? Leaving shots, distractions all over the place. Because the 5-point board is what protects him, right? Now pause the video here. How do you play double twos, yeah? Pause this and try to solve this and then continue and see what XG says for the best play. There were a ton of people watching this game at this point, and after I made this play and the game was over, they thought the play I ended up making was mad. A lot of people didn't see my play, mind you. But remember what I said, the 5-point board is protecting him, right? I can't just start leaving blots all over the place. So I'm trying to find a way to hit and leave the fewest number of shots. We can see on the XG feed that the best play is to not hit anybody and just button up. I don't see that play immediately though. So I'm trying to look at all the different ways to piece this together to find the fewest numbers to leave a shot. I could make the 2, I could play 2 down, make the 9. I could hit and leave. This looks, you know, this looks funny. This doesn't look terrible. And then I see this play and I go, huh. I think he's joking. He doesn't even see the safe play. And I go, huh. Maybe I should make this play, actually. He's got a 5-point board. And it just so happened to be right.
How you got a 5-point board? I'm scared as shit. I don't know.
He rolls double 5s. So he goes 1, 2. Now thinks about going to the 13. I'm trying to justify my play, saying he's got a 5-point board, thinking maybe it was wrong, but I made it, so it is what it is. But it ended up being right, which I'm happy about. I rolled 5-2, right? And if I didn't hit before, right, because it left shots, how am I going to hit now, right? So I just keep with the theme.
I might have to hit you now. Fuck.
5-5, okay. He still can't move the guy on the 16 point. So this is basically the only normal looking play. I roll 5-2. And now I leave shots with 3-6 and 5-4. Double 6 fans, okay, let's go. 5-4. So that's the 4, making 9, and I come down with the 5. I leave no shots. 1-4 just has to split here. 2-3. I miss. Really wanted to point on him here, so I'm just trying to create the most robust position with spare distribution I can. So I go to the 8, and then I go to the 9, and then I play from 8 to 6. Yep. 6-1. He gets to run away. 4-1. All right, and the race is even. 4-3. I'm down 7. 5-1. Down 1, but I get to make the 4. 6-1. He comes out. In. 2-3. Let's go. 2-3. No shots, of course. 3-6 fans. And now he's on the roof against a 4-point board, but I'm up 10 pips holding a 2 cube, and I was like, is this a cube? I'm up 4 pips, right? And I wasn't sure. Being up 10-0 in a 17-point match, holding a 4 cube. Just thought maybe I roll something small. He enters with an ace. I don't get to make the prime, and then he just rolls like 6-5, and then he's back in the game holding a 4 cube, and I'm going to then be eating on 8 soon. I started seeing the doomsday scenarios. Not really noticing that I win 87% of these games, right? Which is a lot. But also being unsure of like what his 4 cube take point was at the score, right? If I know it's a pass, clearly I give him the cube, but I'm not sure if it's a pass. And we see it's not a big pass, right? It's only a 37 millipoint mistake to take this cube. Maybe if I give it, he takes it, right? I don't know. Maybe he does. We can ask him. 6-5. So now I'm up 15 pips. 6-5, he fans, okay. Another cube I miss. 5-1, now I have to leave a shot, and I'm like, oh, what did I do? He's gonna roll 2-6, right? Now I'm up 21. He fans again, okay. I mean, this must be enough, right? So I got dinged for 2 cube errors there just because I was unsure of like what point I can actually redouble. It's not an initial cube, it's a recube to 4 and a race to 17. So I was just like, oof, I don't want to give this back until it's gin. So now I'm counting the race, and I'm up 21 pips, and I have 68, right? So point of last take in a straight race in a money game. 68 divided by 10 rounding up plus 1 would be 8 pips. And I'm up 21, so it must be like a pass. And my position is so robust, everything makes a point, right? 6-1 makes a point. 5-1 is, I guess, the worst. 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. No, 6-5 is the worst, right? No, I can play the 5 first, take the 6 off. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Wrong way. I'll take a break. Yeah, of course.
So, little break time here. Get the 12 points set up, and then we'll cut the video. And now we're back. Six 5 runs. I'm like, all right, we're gonna win 17-0. No. My second round match, I had the same score, 12-0, and I lost that one. So here I hit and slot 2-2. So he could hit, or he could make the 4-point and the 11. He makes the best play. 5-3 is like awkward. No, it was better to hit. Interesting. So this is illegal. I say, oh, that's not legal. Put it back.
I gotta do that faster next time, you know?
So I've got 6 checkers on the 13th point, so I should just be looking for distribution. Right? Maybe if I play the 5 down and I go 7 to 4, it looks okay. 6 3 points on me. And 2 5 in and come down. And he doubles. And I know for money I would scoop this.
I feel like if I pass, it's a bad trend, you know? I could pass, it's a bad trend. You gotta say 17-0, you win. I win every game. I feel like I win this one too.
I don't wanna
like
get gammon.
Take that hoodie off.
You put a lucky hoodie on in between rounds, by the way. It's got like backgammon stuff all over it. He wasn't wearing that for the first part of the match. During the break, he goes and gets this hoodie, and I'm like, hey, take that hoodie off. You just want a point. It must be working. So he's down 11 points. This is enough for a cube. Look at how big this cube is. 4%er, actually. 4-2, 6-3 is enough. And he hits. And I should come in on the 24 and play 13-8. I played my, like, I'm not afraid of you play. But I guess I should be a little more worried than I came across, right? He finds this best double tiger play. The double tiger is when he has 2 blots in his board, not just when you hit 2, by the way. The 5 hits, and he gets to make the 8. And I roll double 3s, let's go. Enter, and I cover the point, right? And then I make another point. Just basic, just make points. Try to get around the board, redistribute your checkers. What is that, 6-5? That's what it says on the box on the right-hand side. That has the board in it. Sometimes there's glare on these, so it's hard to tell. Make a 4% error. I should have come out with both, apparently. Two, 1, so there's my 1, and I could hit, right? But it's better to make a point than it is to hit loose, says Mr. Michi, especially when you're outboarded. And you don't want to get gammoned holding a 2 cube, being up 11 points in a match. Five, 4, he doesn't get to make the 5, but he gets the point on me. Double 4s makes the 5. I'm like, gonna get gammoned, apparently. 4-3, right? He's just trying to get freedom of those checkers before I enter. 4-1. 6-6 is not good. He has to crunch them, or he really wants to make the 3, and I breathed a sigh of relief here, thinking, okay, well, that decreases the likelihood I lose a gammon now that it's hard for him to make the 3. Right? Just full openness. Just need to get around the board. 2-1. Three, 1. I could hit. But boy, is that a lot of blots for a man who's got a 5-point board. And we saw how I handled his 5-point board the other time. I did not want to do it. So I made a 15 millipoint error by playing 8 to 7. 6 to 5 was better. I didn't want to have a blot in my board in case I got like a shot, you know? And he's thinking of the banana split. I'm hoping he banana splits. So maybe I can like hit a bunch more guys. I roll 3-1, so I can't even move from that spot. Though I'd like to, because I'm afraid of being hit with a 3. 5-1. A tough play, but 16 to 10 is the best play here. Just coming around and just facing the music with your 5-point board, right? Not allowing your board to crunch, because you're going to be forced off next roll anyway. So why not do it on your terms? I thought the banana split might actually like not look too bad here when he looked at that. Interesting to see that it's like a 140 blunder here. Probably because you can just leave shots the other way as well. And be easier to get away with. You still get to keep your board. This is a tough decision though. Nobody likes the idea of having to just leave like a triple shot for no, I mean not for no reason, but like it looks like for no reason when you have to leave a triple shot when I have the 3-5-6 made. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in backgammon lessons, feel free to contact me. The address is at the bottom of the screen. backgammonuniversity@gmail.com. 3-2. Okay, I think I'm supposed to just make the 8 and the 7 here, but I wanted a triple shot so bad I just slotted the points. The other way you could have done it is just made the 4-point, which is the second best play. So here he does the banana split. I think he has to. He sees it. He saw it last time, and now he pulls the trigger. No problem. Let's go, ZZ. 5-1 enters and hits and double hits, and I just pray I don't get hit with a 4. I do hit with a 4. He does hit with a 4. Not me. He does. I'm upset. I enter to hit again. And my another number is a 4. I rolled 3-4. So I should just make the structure in front of him, right? Yeah. Bring down more material, more blocking material, more hitting material. 1-4. Comes in with both. 6-3. I should just make the bar. But I don't. I see it now. This is actually like... So it's one thing if you choose the wrong play, right? But you saw the correct play. Like, there you could find something to learn and like reassess like how you think about a position so you can make the better play. Here, I didn't even see that I could make the bar, yeah? Because if I saw that I could make the bar, I would have made the bar because it traps the guy on the 24. So the fact that I just didn't see it is the problem for me, yeah? So double 6, 2 guys in. Four, 6, that hits. I'm like, oh. Just when I thought I got away with another one. 2-6 fans. I'm like, oh, come on. This game was won. Last thing you want to do is give a guy like ZZ some rope in this game, you know, and you can just come in and just start fighting. You don't want to give a guy like that second chances, right? So Well, I don't want to hit. He's got two guys back. I don't feel that desperate, right? If one guy tries to wiggle away, maybe I catch him in the outfield. It's very difficult for both guys to get away, right? So I just let him roll. I roll 5-2, right? And I'm not worried about this guy because of how bad his board looks. So I just make the point, thinking, you know, okay, maybe he misses me. And then I get him next time. And it was the best play, but he does hit me. And I enter. Ooh, and my first thought is just to come out and try to control. But I see that stack on the 5 point, right? I notice that I'm outboarded. Not outboarded, but I notice that I'm down in the race. And with high gaps, I'm not worried about being hit back so much. Or I wasn't until he hit me. So the 1 hits and the 3 goes to the 1. Come on, just enter. 4-2, fans. 1-3 picks and passes. I'm like, oh, come on, really? Enter. Okay, so I enter with 1. I need to enter again quickly. No, he rolls the 6 and hops out. He's looking at 2-1. I don't understand this, though it's close. I would just keep it moving. Maybe he's trying to give himself more numbers to hit me with, like, double 1s and all 2s. 6-1, I fan. 5-5. So this is not as good as it looks, and he has to clear the 6. And I hit with 6-2. Let's go. Right? Double 4s, fans. So 10-6, 9-8 is the best play. 10-6. I do this, which is like almost even. Just trying to get coverage over 2-6 and 1-6 and 2-5. So my 5 is here. And my 6 steps out. I only get hit with 2-6. He rolls 1-3 and has to break his board. I'm holding a 2 cube up 12. I'm giving him nothing back here. Not until I get to make this prime. And even then, maybe not. Because, man, like, okay. So I've learned from before, he wins like 9% of these games, right? 9-10% of these games. But I wasn't sure, again, like, if I could do this. I don't have the 6 prime yet. And if he rolls 1-6, I guess I could just enter. It's not so bad. It's got a crunch board. I don't know if he takes this either. I don't know if I want him to take or I want him to pass. So 6-1. So now, a lot of things make the 6 prime. And I said if he doesn't roll an ace, I'm going to cube. But he rolls an ace, and now I'm like, what do I do now? But he still wins less than 9% of the time, so I could have offered a cube there as well. Luckily, I rolled a 6-2. Point on him, he rolls 1-4, and I go, okay, well, maybe I missed a cube. And maybe I should get a few extra decisions in for the PR in a non-PR competition where the PR doesn't matter. So double 3s, I make the point. And I'm like, okay, maybe I can just take a few rolls. There are some gammons here, like not a lot, like 2-3%. 5-1. 6 and the 2, right? And I go, okay, well, what if I roll like 6-1 and he rolls double 6s, right? I know he can't take this. This would be nuts, right? Maybe I should have just taken a few more rolls. We can see it's too good by 0.005, so it doesn't matter. And I knew that it like really wouldn't matter, but maybe I should have just taken a few more rolls here. Just to see if I could get lucky, since he just has a 2-point board. But I was afraid of rolling like 6-1 and having him roll double 6s, which I know is like silly. And you can see He wins like less than 3% of the games there. So. It would have taken a lot, by the way. Just that's a lot, right? 3% of the game. So 5-3 makes the point. 4-3. Maybe we should just play 2 down. Double ones makes the 4. But that would be the best play for money, his other play. 4-3 fans. 6-2 hits outside. Okay, everything's working. 2-4, 1 just comes in. 5-3, I should just come down with both. Add like extra numbers to make the 5. But I don't know. I think I looked away for a second, and then I looked back, and I made some funny play. I played, I think, like... No. He could enter with something awkward, and you might want another shot if he has to play down or in or something. And I did this just because I get hit with... But I can also get hit with 1-4 and 2-4 and 5-4. It doesn't make sense, actually, so... What's the number? 6-1. A double hit. Continue with the blitz. 3-3 fans. 5-2 covers the ace. Okay. 2-3. He enters with the 2. 3-1. Okay. They want me to just play 13-9. So I do. He has 2 guys on the roof, right? So like I shouldn't be worrying about much. 6-4 fans. 6-2. So I need to hit on the deuce. They wanted me to hit on the deuce and play 13-11, I think. 5-3. 6-2, so I cover. And the deuce, I come down and start aiming at that point, right? I don't want him to make it. 6-1. I miss. 3-2. So I do this 3, and I do that 2. But I leave double 5s. Oh. I wasn't really worried about it, but I saw that it could happen. Now I have a 5-2 to play, right? This leaves a shot on the 14 point, right? Or I could enter with a 2 and play the 5 down, and that leaves a 6 shot from the anchor. I go, maybe he doesn't hit me with some 6s. Maybe he makes the points instead. But I also didn't want to make inner board points and have me kind of stuck back there. So I needed to use my 5-point board to help protect myself here. Knowing that, like, if he hits me loose a bunch, if I just roll a good number, he's just dead, right? So if I roll a 5, he's dead. If I roll 2-6, I might be dead. He gives me a cube, but he has no points in his board, and I have a 5-point board, so I just take this. It was a great cube, though. 3-6. So I come out to the 24, right? I take a bigger chance. Come out from the 24 to the 18. I take a bigger chance because I want to use my board to protect me. If he just stays there and he doesn't get to make it, right? Or I hit him from the roof, I could just win a gammon. So I have to work towards my strengths, right? 4-1, I miss again. 2-3, it's like a terrible roll. Can't cover. So he wants to hit twice. But he then looks at making the structure and just hitting a single time, which even though it leaves 2 blots in his board, is the best play by a lot. This is a fantastic play because if he gets hit, maybe the structure kind of primes me and makes it hard for me to leave anyway, right? Great play. Great play. 6-5. I'm so like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna like lose this game and lose the match. I feel it. Now he covers twice. And he could hit again on the 3, but the best play is to squeeze the guy on the 24 by making the 7 point. A fan, of course, 4-1. This is the best play. You should just hit me loose and keep the 7 and use the structure to your advantage, right? I'm thinking the guy on the 24 might always get primed, right? But then he picks and passes, and I roll a 3, so I guess it pays off maybe, but we don't know. 4-2, he has to hit twice. Five-two fans. 1-6. Now he starts working his way out, right? 1, and then... Okay, he does this. Gives himself more numbers to make the 3. Knowing that double 3s doesn't really hurt him. 3-1. 2-6. 5-2 makes the 3, and now I'm getting gammoned. 3-5. It's painful. Don't want to start giving this guy points, you know? Don't want him to get any hope. Double 6, let's go. Let's save this. 6-4. 6-4. Six one. What's that? 4-6. It's hard to do the live transcription when it comes to these races because it goes so quickly, and if the dice have a glare on them, right? It's very difficult to see. I think this is a 3-1. And this is the best play, bringing both in. 15-12 is 1% error. 5-2, and now I need, no, double 4s. Now I need what? 3s are better?
Of all the games I thought you were gonna win. It wasn't that one.
Of all the games I thought you were gonna win.
After I played this too, I go, oh, I left double 5s. I'm never gonna roll that.
Yeah, I was just making the joke that, like, there were so many other games I thought he was going to win, but that one wasn't one of them, you know? 3 on the roof against a 5-point board. But it's backgammon. $5-1. See, this is, like, the better play now. The game before, it was wrong to make this, like, type of play. And now it's right, but I choose wrong. So I've got to figure out how I should sort that so I can discern the differences between them. And 5-1, 24-23, and 13-8 is the best, but I didn't want to strip the mid. He doubles, of course. And I just don't feel like passing. It's a take. He rolls 5-3. He hits on the 1. He could have played down, but he knows that he can't just let me anchor. I roll 1-5, and I pick up the guy. 4-4, enters and hits outside and plays down. 5-5. 3-1. 13-9 was better, just making the point so he doesn't get hit with 3-6. And also, you get to stay back for numbers like this, and then he would have gotten an extra shot. Right? He doesn't want to step up because he knows that he gets more shots by staying back with my brittle position. But double threes gets to fill in the gap and play down. So now I've got some blocking structure in front of him. I've got some chances. 6-3, 2 down. What's this number? 6-5? Okay, so I could cover and slot the 3, which is the best play. I see this, of course. I also see 2 down. I want to give myself chances by blocking, right? And keeping those points for as long as I can. It's a 17 millipoint difference, according to Plus. I get missed, 4-2. Makes the point, slots the 6 prime. 2-1, so I get to make that point now. And now I've got him behind 5 points worth of structure. 6-5 points on me, though. This is not ideal. Double ones, let's go. At the edge. 3-2. What's this? Double twos? Okay. So I'm just going to strengthen my board by making the 3 point. I'm looking. Do I keep the 4 prime? I know this is like a bit stripped outside, but it does hold him a bit longer. Maybe I break the 8 next, right? 6-5. Let's go. Hit. Come on. 1-6. Comes in and out. Ton of hitters now. I want a 6 to jump. 4-1. Okay, so I see I can hit and cover, but like I'm worried about the outside blots. 1-6, 4-3, 4-4. Even getting hit back, double ones from the roof. 4-3 is not, you know, it's like, but I have to do it. He fans. 6-3, so I come out. And I should play 8-5. This gives 1-6, 1-3, 4-3. I make the 7 though. This gives 1-4, 1-6, double 4s, and 4-6. But I liked making the 7 just in case he rolls a 1 that doesn't hit me. He might get trapped. 1-2. Double 4s. This is great. I'm like winning now. I feel it. Trying to find a way to make it and then like not leave a shot. I thought I had to leave like a direct shot somewhere. Or I thought I had to hit on the 1 somewhere, right? Then I see I can go to the 2 point. And this. With no direct shots. Only 9s hit me, but not all 9s. Double 3s doesn't hit, so only 6-3 and 5-4, and 6-3 happens, of course. I fan. 3-1 needs to step up. You cover tomorrow. 1-6. Okay, I hit. And I play 8-2, just in case he rolls an ace. I need to have the 7 made. Double 1s. And he slots the back of the prime. 4-1. Pause the video. Do I just make the point or do I hit and step up? So hitting and stepping up is probably going to win more games, right? Like it just has to because you're getting to the edge. I think you lose more gammons though, yeah? But the way I train my brain is to find the play that's going to win the most games, yeah? So I could do this, but we can see with my outside checkers, I don't really have a lot of time to start rolling another ace, so I just hit and step up. Cross my fingers. Oh, there's a 1. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Reroll. 5-5 fans, let's go. 6, 6-4, come on. And I have to keep it moving. No, an ace. No. Oh, come on. It felt like I had won already. 1 and then 5 comes out. Okay, I've got a chance. 2-5, let's go. I'm at the edge and I get to make the point. 6-6.
A little too exciting.
This game is a little too exciting, I say. Come on, 6. Double 2s, okay, fills in the 4. He's behind a 6 prime. 5-1. Okay, to hit or not to hit, that is the question.
He looked at me, I saw him. I saw you look at me.
Do we play the 5 in and hit me off the edge? Or do we just let me roll? And maybe I roll a 6. Well, you don't hit, right? Because you want me to roll, because you need me to break the 7 point so you can leave, yeah? And now I'm just crossing my fingers, right? Shaking and shaking, hoping I roll a 6. Is there a 6 in the cup? Did you see it? 6-5, let's go. 5-6, both in. All right, is there any chance I can cube? Not without being beavered at the score, okay. 5-3, just bringing it to the 4. All right, I think for a second, should I clear the 7? No. 6-4, he makes the 1 point. No, 6-3, I have to leave a shot. No. Oh my gosh, double 6s. So brutal. No swings in this game, huh? I think the other guy was winning a gammon like 4 times. We had like four times each, you know, or we were just winning the other game. Double 3s. Come on, double 5s. Let's go. Let's turn this back around. 5, and my 3 should go to the ace. I need to stay back. Maybe he rolls something dumb like 2-3 or 5-2. Yeah. 4-3, right? 5-2. 2-1. No, 2-1 picks and passes. Five, 4 over my head. And 2-1. So, do I stick around for 6-5? Well, If I start bearing checkers, it kills my racing chance, and that's like the only chance I really have in this game, I think. So I just start moving, hoping I can roll something bigger next time. 5-4 comes around, double ones, takes 3 guys off, and it looks like I'm pretty dead. 6, 6-5, double 6. No, double ones. Wrong side of the dice. I was hopeful. So, do I go to the ace or do I do this? So if I do this, it's because I need doubles to win. If I go to the ace, that means I don't need doubles to win and it's close enough. If it was a close race, I would go to the ace. If it's not close and I need doubles to win, then I would lift and have a heavier point. Six, right? And do I go 2 to 1? No, I need doubles to win, so I need doubles 4s to like take 4 guys off. 3-1. All right, give me a double. Give me a double. 3-1. Looks pretty over. I need him to roll an ace. He rolls a deuce. Okay, so double 6s followed by 2-1 followed by double 6s can win. 6-2 is nothing, and the game is over. Arrgh. 4-3. I split, right? If I was trailing in the score, I would play 2 down, but since I'm leading, I'm just making this play. I think it wins more games, but fewer gammons, and maybe I should play 9 to 8, but I play 24-23 because I didn't want to get rid of the spare. Double 4s, okay. So I could make the 5, but then what do I do with the last one? And then I'm not pointing on them so they could anchor, so I make this first, and just like I did with the double 5s earlier in the game, I just leave no shots, right? Just bring more builders down. They roll something silly like 4-2, right, and hit me. And maybe I roll something good back. So I enter and hit. Double 3s, wow, okay. And he gets to hit 2 guys from the roof. Okay, wow. 2-6. No double take by 15 millipoints. 5-3 covers. He's looking at making the 1, but it covers. The 4, which is the much better point. I thought he didn't see it for a sec. 3-6. This one should just come out to the 16. Chose incorrectly here. I thought because of the stripped 8, the aces really didn't hurt me that much. He rolls 4-3, so he hits on the 3, and the 4 is supposed to just come up and not leave the extra numbers. Double 3s, I get to hit and make the 3. That's pretty good. 2 on the roof and made a new point from the roof. He anchors with the ace. 6, and the 5 gets to make the 18. 4-6. 3-2, I have to hit. I can't let him just anchor there, so I need to start trying to make that point as well. 2-6 fans. 3-2 again, just covers. 5-2 enters with 1. Double 2s. So my back guy can't move. That guy can only move 1, and then I switch this and come around, okay. 4-3 fans. 3-1 makes the point. 6-3. 3-6 just runs out. Oops. 3-6, yep. Goes to the 14, not the 15. I believe him.
I thought it was on the 24th. I believe you because you're better than me in backgammon. So.
All right, 3-1. I just start opening up. I like that the best play is 8 to 7, even though I don't make it. I do this to try to like aim to make it naturally. 6-2, okay. I do this, which is like tied for the best play. 5-4 fans. 4-1. Okay, I do make the 7.
Seems dumb. That's how I lost last game.
I'm hoping I don't lose again by trying to break it in this game. What's this, double 5s? Pretty much forced. I mean, totally forced, actually. 2-1. And 4-2. Okay, I get to bring it in, but my structure isn't great. Against the ace-point game, you don't want to have all those checkers on the 6, and you don't want to have a gap on the 4. You want the opposite of that. You want fewer checkers on the 6, like just the 2, and then start clearing it, and then fill in the gap. So I was able to do that, which is good. 5-1 just comes off, and this structure developed into something ideal looking. So I want you to notice how ZZ is just like playing for the prime, right? He knows the only way he gets off this gammon is by getting a shot, hitting a shot, and containing it. So he's just taking his time to build his board on the other side of the board. So I roll 3-1, and I go, wait, this looks ugly. Tons of numbers leave shots, 6 5s, right? 6 4s, 5 4s, right? But here I notice 6-4 doesn't leave a shot, 5-4 doesn't leave a shot, and I go, wow, this is probably an improvement. 6-4. He stops there just in case I roll something silly like 5-1 or 6-1. I roll 5-2 though, so I get to take just one guy off. I look at doing this, but this has like bad numbers associated with it. And it doesn't take an extra guy off. 6-4, he's sticking around for the 6-1, 5-1 variation. Double ones, though. Get to hit and just lift the point. Two one, no men off, right? It would be too ugly, so we just do this for good distribution. 6-1. Come on, 4-3, 2 guys off. Six three leaves a shot.
Legal.
Illegal. Dice on checkers not legal here. 6-6, okay. This saves some G's. I like how he slots the 1 instead of making it, though. Because he knows if he gets a shot, he doesn't want to have the board closed because he wants to go fishing for another guy.
Illegal.
Oh, he gets me. Double ones would have been fantastic. There would have been no way for him to go fishing for a second checker.
That's too bad. That's like the nuts right there. This is how you roll them one. Counter prime. Counter prime.
I'm just feeling a bit sad in the moment. I'm reminiscing. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I going to lose this game too? So I've got, what, 11 guys off. So, I mean, I win a ton of games even after being hit here, right? You know, having the checkers be on the 2 instead of the 1 point for me. My other 3 guys means that he could try to fish for another one. If he gets a second guy, I'm totally a dog.
That's tomorrow's number.
And he's fishing and fishing. I lost a match like this one time to John O'Hagan in the Super Jackpot in Chicago, where I was backgammoning him for the match. I had 2 checkers left on the 23 point. He had 2 checkers left on the 24. I rolled an ace, so it left him a shot, of course, right? So instead of winning the backgammon, I give him a shot. He hits the last checker, and I lose the game and then proceed to lose the match after having 14 guys off. So, like, I'm getting PTSD. Like, you know, the less scary backgammon version.
No, come on.
I just wish I didn't roll that one. Oh, double fives. It's a little big.
Yeah, don't roll it again, ZZ.
I tell him to roll it again.
Roll it again, ZZ.
Double sixes. I get a shot. Come on. Let's go, Justin. One time. No.
Come on, there's the ace, you know?
Double fives. 3 off into the ace. 6. Oh, I could come out, but I need to fill in the 1. Okay. We need to be able to cross over and take a guy off with an ace. Oh, no. I've got kids to feed, ZZ. You don't need to roll this good. 6-3. 2 guys off. Double threes. Let's go. No doubles. No doubles. No whammies. 6-5. Okay. I'm a huge favorite. Not huge, but like really big. So he wins 13% of the time, because he could just roll like an ace, right? But like, there's no way I'm giving him a cube back at this score and allowing him to whip it on the next roll to like 8 or whatever. That would just be like awful for me. If he wins it. I don't need it. Allow myself to get to Crawford and just win from here, right? 1 away Crawford, 10 away. Feeling good. I'm feeling good. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, email me for backgammon lessons. I am available out here. I'm from the States, actually based in London now. I teach on Zoom. Double 6, come on, commanding lead. 5-3 makes the 5. 2-1, so I could just make the 5, but I don't want to leave any shots, so let's just do this and give ourselves some numbers. 6-1 makes the 5, commanding lead now. Let's get this over with. Anchored. 3-2 makes the point. 4-4 makes 2 points. What's the number? 5-3. Okay, 2 down. I'm not going to come off the 18. That's too risky. But for him, though, it's the only play that doesn't destroy his timing. 6-2 misses. I would have loved to have hit him. Six and the 2. Right, we're not going over his head. We want to keep the spares in front of him so we can use them to point. 6-3. He runs all the way. He could have come closer, though, and left fewer shots, but I would have hit him anyway. 5-2. Ah, 3-4 misses, right? You can't leave a shot. That would be too costly to get hit again, so he goes to the deuce. Even though that costs, but just in a different way. 4-1 makes the point.
Wow. Am I pointing on you?
I'm worried, of course, about him entering and hitting me and then me fanning and him picking up the other guy and me getting gammon that way. But I could be missed. 3-6, he fans. I saw the 6 first, though. Made me nervous. 3-6 again, so it's a 3-6. So it lands there. I'm a little excited. 5-1, so 1 and then he slots the 3. Double 6. I just wanted to cover, but now I have this position. No ace. Oh, and it lands flat, the double ones. Oh, he gets to enter and make the ace.
Anyone feel the tremor?
I fan. 3-2, he makes the 8. 1-6. 5-4. 4-4.
No sixes.
3-2. Giving himself a bunch of spares to make it. Low numbers too because his 6s hop out. Double 3s, switch, and then bring it in. Let's go. Super Joker to the Super Joker.
No. Well, come on. I fanned a few times before I asked for it, though.
4-2, he enters and hits, but he hits first and then enters.
Any 3 again?
Very confusing. No.
Oh, there's your.
Oh, he rolls the ace in the tray. Oh, he rolls another one, 6-1. Okay, I'm closed out.
We're doing good for a sec.
We were doing good. We were doing good. Were is the word.
If the match goes any longer, I might lose on time. Plan B is always been a
4-5.
tactic of mine, but only in sets. Ethan knows all about that Plan B, don't he? I'm kidding.
6-6. I fan 6-1. I fan again. Double 4s. Am I getting gammoned here? 3-1. Maybe I am. Oh, come on. Well, at least I got off the BG. 3 points would have been annoying. 2 points a little less annoying than 3. 1 point would have been even less annoying than that, but that wasn't meant to be.
I have no idea.
Our PRs are almost tied now. You see, he just works it down and works it down and works it down.
Mine, though.
6-3 splits. 4-2. I check this. Should just make the 4. No, wait, what does it say? 13-7? Which one is right? Alright, they're about tied. He doubles. And this is like a free drop score since I am at an even away score and the point doesn't really matter to me, but I do have an edge in the game, so I take because he's on the roof and I'm not, right? He finds the best play here, which is the 1 and the 2 down, which I think is hard. 4-2, no. I just make the 4, exactly. It's better than making the 7. They don't always roll the 6, and then you're better off because of it. Double 5s, okay. No 6, no 6, no 6. 4-1 makes the 7. Yes, makes the 7. 4-1 makes the 7 again, and then the 4 comes in. I thought about coming down, but I was like, nah, that seems silly.
I'll split tomorrow.
6-5. Comes down with both, which is the best play. 2-4 makes the deuce. And I really want to split so bad. I can feel that I'm up in the race and he's priming me, but like the only play would be for me to like split and then go 6-2 otherwise, and that just felt bad leaving all those shots where maybe I can just win with the structure in front of him. But it's seeming a lot less likely. Double 2s, okay, maybe it is likely. I just fill in the 5, right? What a number. 4-2, and then the 4 just comes down, right? I know you don't like really want to, but it is the fewest number of shots. Double fours is too fast. Three, one. 6-2, so I come out with the 6, and my 2 goes 4-3. No, sorry, 5-3. That way, like, if he hits me and I hit back, or he jumps out with like 6-2, 6-3, 6-4, and has to hit me, maybe I have more numbers to attack him back on the ace as well. Before he makes the 6 prime, I fan. 6-2 comes out, and now I'm like dead. Now making the 1 doesn't even do anything, because I'm behind a 6 prime and he has to enter for it to break so I can start moving again. So this 5-2 play that he looks at is right by quite a bit, actually, like 4% or more. And I think that's a great play. Though I would be terrified of rolling a 3. Sorry, having me roll a 2 and then like just anchoring accidentally and then getting stuck back there again. So he makes this other play. 1 and 5 hits. Okay, I need him to crack. Double ones. Okay, some crackage. He doesn't have to crack. He should just go 4-1. But he breaks the structure down, giving me the 1-6. 2-3, not as good. Let's just bring in the liability.
I'm not too proud to beg. It's a TLC song.
5-3, cocked. I'll let him have that one. 5-2 is like way better. Makes the 6 prime. 2-3. So to the 4 and then 5-2, keeping my spares there. Break. Oh, no, no, no. No 6s. 5s. Let's go. 2, 3, 4.
Me first. Me first.
Me first. 5-2. Wrong one. Rolls it. Double ones. He doesn't get to leave. 2-1.
Me first.
Double 2s. Nothing.
Mine should be easier. No.
Ugh. 6-3. Come on. 6 anything.
Me first.
Ugh. 5-4. Five, 4. Now I can hit him. Let's go. 6. No. 2-1. Where are these 6s at, man?
It might be.
5-3. Come on. Enter. 4-1. 6-3. No. Oh, now I roll a 6. 6-2.
I saw. Oh, I can't believe it.
4-3.
I would never roll a 2 as easy, I promise.
I'm telling him I'll never roll a 2.
If I do, I won't hit.
Telling him even if I do roll a 2, I won't hit you. I promise.
I take your word for it, alright?
I lied. Fingers were crossed.
I lied. Fingers were crossed, I say.
Well, I missed anyway. Maybe you roll a... No, okay.
Here goes my lead. So I go, do I go 4 and then 5 or 5 and then 4? I choose this one. Just so I didn't start stripping my 5 points. 6-4, not that it really matters because I'm like dead. 5-3. 4-3. Come on, boxes. Nope. 5-1. 5-2. Okay, double sixes followed by double twos. And the game is over. I don't even take a single other guy off. Okay. So he's got 11. Oh, that's 11 more points than I wanted him to have. Ugh.
I was regretting my take there for a second. It was very, very close.
5-3. Okay, so this is another free drop score. I drop if I don't have an advantage, but he rolled 5-3 and I rolled 3-1, so I do have an advantage, so I have to take 6-5 runs. Double ones makes the 4. 5-4 is 2 down. 6-1 makes the 7. All right, we've got our priming structure. Double twos makes the 4, steps up, and 8-6 looks fine.
I started the match slow, I'm not gonna lie.
White has an advantage. They have 2 guys back versus... I have 2 guys back versus their 1 guy back, and they're at the edge of the prime. Double threes. Think about it, but this is my first instinct, is to come down and switch. I don't want him to just start running away from me, right? And I can't hit him loose anywhere. But I gotta look at it again, because 6-3 is like not something you see every day. But it is right by a lot. Five fans. 5-3. Okay, I can't split yet, so I just come down and make the structure. 2-6. Do you enter with the 2 and then play a 6? You enter with a 6 and then play the 2 down. Okay. 3-2. So this has to hit. And the 3, I want to make it so bad, I'm just gonna leave it there. I just want it. It'll help me get out, even though I know getting hit will lose me some G's. So he enters, makes the 7, steps up, right? All right, 5-1, so the 1 covers. That's for sure. And the 5 can't make it, so I have to put him back on the roof. Sometimes the easiest way to start extracting your back checkers is to keep the guy dancing, right? What else am I going to do? I can't let him just roll. 4-6 fans. 5. 5.
Can't do that again.
5-5. I can't afford to roll that number again. 1-1, so he enters and makes the outside point. And plays down for some more control.
How do I play double 4s?
Oh, come on. Double 1s, all right.
1.
So I split and I switch and play 5-4.
2.
I'm thinking about hitting loose, but getting hit back would really slow the roll a bit. 2-6, oh my goodness, in and out. What number is this? 3-1. Okay, well, I'm up in the race 22 pips, so I can't just anchor. I need to start moving forward. This is the best play. Now 5-2. He should hit loose, but like he's worried about me rolling a 5, of course. But from his perspective, he needs to just make the play that's going to win the most games. And he knows if he hits on the 5 and I don't roll a 5 or a combination number that hits him and he gets to make it, I'm basically dead. But he can't let me just go because I'm the one who's leading the race. He's looking at it. He doesn't want to do it, but he knows he has to do it. He's thinking, maybe I can just trap the back guy and not take this risk right now. But you can't win without taking risks, so he knows he has to hit. The problem is, the more you think about it, the more you might psych yourself out of it. But luckily for him, he's like one of the best players in the world, right? So like, he's able to not let the emotions override his own understanding of the game, right? So he's looking, he's trying to find another way possibly to achieve a similar thing, right? But he knows there's only one way. There's only one way. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Helps for the algorithm, you know? Especially if you want to see him hit me. Hit me. Hit me. The only way to move forward. Gotta do it. Rip the band-aid off. Of course. Just wanted to make sure. 1-3. Hitter. Let's go. 4 or 5 fans. 5-3.
I see the 5.
I see the 5. This is like my only 5 that doesn't break my board. And where's the 3? I thought for a second I had to slot. And I was like, oh, do I really have to do this? But then I see I could play 4-1 and I go, oh, okay, phew. Thank goodness.
Can't do it, ZZ. You're too strong. You're too strong. I know you roll 4-6. I think for money I might slot. I don't know.
3-6.
But here, this is worth more.
4-1. Okay, we can't stay back there. We got to take the major jump and then move the other guy around. Just play open, right? He's on the roof. Double 6s. 5-3, right? So we just come out. Come down, right? This is duplicated as well, the 3s, so I get hit even less. 6-5. 3-4, so the 3 hits, and the 4 could either come down or the 4 comes in. I saw that if I did this, double 6 leaves a shot on the 2 point, right? So even though the bot says they're like almost even, I saw that the other play leaves a shot with double 6. And this doesn't, so that's why I chose this one.
Feeling I was gonna roll double 6s next.
6-5 comes in. All right, 5-1. We're just clearing the points on the outside, just praying that he enters. Double 4s, okay. Well, I just wanted to clear things in order. We can see that I end up making a small mistake here. 1.5%, 14 millipoints. And look at this ugly 6-2. Oh my goodness, everything leaves a shot next roll that doesn't involve an ace. You need to enter ZZ, and double 5s enters, and I win my first match. All right, let's see the final PRs here.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
I thought he was going to come all the way back, like what happened in my next match. All right, so I played a 2.45, and ZZ played his usual 2.73. Well played by both, and this was our round 1 in the Backgammon World Championships 2023. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. like it, subscribe to the channel, and if you're interested in backgammon lessons, feel free to message me at backgammonuniversity@gmail.com. All right. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.